And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And here's Irving. Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doris, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity. What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
It's Giannis with the drive. A baseline J. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Inside. Irving with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. The quick look, no good that time. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Cardinals. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Outstanding take to the rack by LeBron. Always looking to get to the charity stripe.
And that one misses.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Curry, wide open. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Johnson attacking. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal. Trying to answer back with a three of his own there.
Driving the lane. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Goes up from the top of the key. The kick out to Williams. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, good luck. Giannis can close space in a hurry with that line.
And he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now, here's Johnson. Wembanyama drills the baseline jumper. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the night.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Curry is inside. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo after Magic Johnson's miss. Back to Giannis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Johnson down low. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Outside Irving. Clock at 4. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. On the wing, Johnson. The kick out to Havlicek. Outside Curry. Fires away from way outside. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. Here's Leonard. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
A wide open look here for Anthony. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Outside Artest. Pass to Duncan. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
And here is Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Olajuwon. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Duncan with it. Hardaway picks him up. Worthy with a clean look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Pass to Cooper. Kicks it out to Olajuwon. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Louisville trails by 7. And here's George. Outside Artest. With the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Hardaway. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Well, posterizing defenders for over 2 decades now, Garnett. Yeah, he can still do this.
Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Launches a 3. That doesn't go either for Artest.
Well, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Tatum looking around. Garnett outside. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Tatum no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Garnett high post. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, now we're speaking Kevin Garnett's language, one of the great mid-range shooting bigs in NBA history.
Duncan in the corner. And he gets it back over Olajuwon. And so the first quarter is in the books. They're up by 8. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
15.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And here is Johnson. And Giannis Antetokounmpo made that last 3-pointer. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Here we go, one-on-one. He's got space. Money from the wing. Curry's got 10 points.
But you want to step him off the line, that's no problem. Step an efficient move into the mid-range jump shot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Williams. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And a wide open look for Irving. Off target with his three. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Cardinals. They trail by 9 points. In the corner, it's Robinson. There's a screen by Robinson. Kicks it out to LeBron. Oh, the shot is pure from LeBron.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Pass to Irving. Now Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back over to you guys.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report.
I love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Giannis high post. Lock at 6. Fades back. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
And you can see the growing confidence that Giannis has in that mid-range.
LeBron's shot is good.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Anthony down low. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Checking in for your home team.
Now, Jokic. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Robinson misses. Pass to Cooper. Now here's Hardaway. Here's Jokic. There's the triple. Here's Jokic with range.
The three-point stroke from Jokic, it just looks confident.
LeBron with it. Hardaway picks him up. Jokic grabs the miss.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here's Tatum. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Anthony, no good. LeBron's shot is off. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Jokic. Wembanyama with the rebound. Louisville trails by 10. And he commits. intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here is Havlicek. No scoring in this one. And here's Johnson outside. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Pass to Curry. Olajuwon outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
You know, Doris, it's an ongoing debate, but some believe that the game is better today than ever before. I think it is. What about you?
Well, Kevin, despite what you might hear from players from prior generations, I 100% agree with you. Each and every year, we seem to be setting a record for the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. The players have never been more skilled. We lean heavily into analytics. It's in a perfect place.
Here's Johnson, following the score by Vince Carter. Trying to end the drought. That's another miss, number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. Driving to the basket. And he slams it down right on top of Tim.
And this is why he's called Vinsanity. Some of Carter's throwdowns are downright vicious. Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Tim Duncan.
Count it.
Duncan with that innate ability to shoot the basketball.
.102 left now here in the second. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Both teams will make substitutions.
Second team foul.
It's stolen by Garnett. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. Olajuwon inside. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Fades. It's taken away by Payton. 3-pointer, Worthy. Duncan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. We've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third. Quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Payton from outside. The rebound by Garnett. Here's Anthony. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Louisville trails by 17. James Worthy on the wing. Into the lane. Outside, Payton. Just 3 to shoot. Off target from three-point range.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
Bird right side. Knocks it loose. Outside, Davis. To the inside. The kick out to Worthy. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Worthy's got 12 points in the game.
A smart pass by AD, kicking it out, leading to the three.
Pass to Anthony. And Garnett has it in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 7.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Outside for Davis. Worthy, the screen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Down low. Outside Williams. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside for George. Davis sets a screen. And George, here we go. It's good. Davis has got his first bucket of the night.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Now here's Williams. Paul George with the steal. Taken away by Anthony. Three-pointer, Bird. Anthony Davis with the rebound. On the wing, Worthy. 12 points for him. In the corner, George with it. Hands it from downtown.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
Can you watch Paolo Banchero? GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So both teams making some changes here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Wembanyama outside. That's in there. Jackson with the assist. Wembanyama's got 9.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Elijah Wan, no good. And here are the Cardinals. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Wembanyama outside. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Pass to Olajuwon. Outside for Curry. And here is Tatum. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. LeBron grabs the miss. And so James will bring it up for the Cardinals. It's a 10-point game. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Team foul. Stephen Curry. Second personal foul.
Louisville trails by 8.
Team foul.
Johnson with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Oh, the advantage of size out of the backcourt. Magic Johnson.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 6. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. And Garnett has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Garnett's got 12 in the game.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And the hook shot isn't one that a lot of guys use these days.
Pass to Giannis. It's stolen by Duncan. To the right side. Now here's Johnson. Magic driving in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Outside Leonard. Johnson left side. Rebounded by Hardaway. And here's Tatum for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They'll be with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Both teams making substitutions here. Louisville trails by 10. Outside Kidd. And he drives in.
Jason Kidd.
Makes it off the glass.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Pass to Jokic. And stolen by Gervin. To the paint. Outside for Davis. Over Jokic. The baseline J off the mark. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one.
69.
They lead by 8. And we're just
61.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Now here's Williams. 9 feet out. Ooh, the touch from Jokic.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Jokic with the steal. Anthony taking his time here. Over Kidd. Anthony's shot is off.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
It's Gervin on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gervin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
And here's Jokic. Shot clock at 5.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for 2.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Worthy the screen. Outside, George. Back to Worthy. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Coming onto the floor for your home team.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Now Williams. Over in the corner, Olajuwon. Kidd with the steal. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
A heady defender. Kidd understands how to read opposing offenses and knows when to go for the steal. Able to get his team out in transition there.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And Louisville making a change here. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan of his team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
And Allie, thanks so much. To the middle. Out to Duncan. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Tatum using his size inside.
When you have an offensive arsenal as complete as Jason Tatum's, the shot clock doesn't bother you. I love that.
Outside, James. He takes it in. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Curry on the wing. Kicks it out to Garnett. And Curry has it in the corner. Kick by Olajuwon. Garnett outside. Oh, Garnett hits the three.
He's in such a good rhythm offensively tonight. KG turning back the clock.
Outside for George. Going inside. And George with the stuff.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Louisville trails by 4. Left side Kidd. James down the lane. And finished off by LeBron.
I mean, the power of the driving ability of LeBron James is something that must strike fear into the defense.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Here's Anthony. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
Whenever you need a huge bucket, you know they're going to look to Melo. This is when he shines.
Outside Kidd. Now James. Rebounded by Anthony. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Splits one up from 19. Sweet shot at the right time.
Oh, how about Carmelo's handle there? Staying patient and creating for himself out of the offense.
Here is Wembanyama. Irving with the steal. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And yeah, it's good.
How about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
Antetokounmpo outside. Now Irving. Curry outside. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo. And he jams it in.
Well, you want to stop step in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
Now Leonard. Connects with the J.
The unflappable Kawhi Leonard doing his thing.
Now Anthony. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Now Antetokounmpo. And the three misses. Throws it down. What an assist!
Well, that's a big basket here in a close game. Worthy, one of the quieter guys on the floor, but his game is loud. All the time in the world to get that one off.
It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Here's Irving. Now Antetokounmpo. Irving attacking. Oh, he can't jam it home. He is denied.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And that's an intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Louisville making a change here. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And they've got plenty. Plenty of time. To get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds as Louisville keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so they foul intentionally. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. The second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 3-point game.
Well, you love to see the calmness at the line. Didn't phase him at all. Big-time spot, and he makes it easy.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Cardinal substitution. James Worthy. John Havlicek.
James fires. Buries the deep ball.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Substitution on the court.
Anthony. That one misses. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Well, 4 quarters. Enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Worthy. It out a bit. And an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now Wembanyama. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
That one is off. And Worthy has got it here for the Cardinals. 3-point lead. And an intentional foul right there. James right side. A huge two-handed slam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one.
Outside Hardaway. Got it to go off the glass.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
We play just over a minute here in OT. Irving with it. Antetokounmpo outside. Beyond the arc. Does not go. Cardinals leading by 3. LeBron James knocks down the 3.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Leonard. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Anthony fires. The long shot, no good.
2 minutes remaining.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Outside Artest. 6 to shoot. Layup, no good. Irving.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Shoots the 3. Onto the Kumbo. And it doesn't go. Cardinals leading by 4. Here's Leonard. Now, here's Worthy. Now, Wembanyama. Irving hits down the rebound. Giannis driving to the rim. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Artest. Worthy with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's size, no doubt a huge factor, a master of getting up to block shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
And here are the Cardinals. James up top. Screen by Leonard. The drive.
Oh, goodness gracious.
About that finish.
Wow.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. What's your take, guys?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Williams. And he does not hit. And so it's Louisville with it.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Launches from deep. Oh, the bomb from deep will go right down.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So it's Louisville winning this one easily.
a happy Thursday evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA action here on 2K Sports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And there it is for him. Antetokounmpo's got 18. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
And they're on the break. Here's Hardaway. There's Tatum with the three. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks. Turnovers are going to be a stat he wants to skip in the box score tonight. That's his 4th of the game. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. B.A., back to you.
Allie, thank you. On the wing, Anthony. For 3, Hardaway. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Magic Johnson.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Louisville working the ball around now. Here we go. And Irving powers it home.
Outstanding D from Tatum. It led to the break.
And slam dunk by James.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Irving. And Anthony, here we go.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Louisville.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Johnson. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Johnson's got 14.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Anthony misses.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Here's Johnson. Shoots over Tatum. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Checking in for Louisville. Number 15, Ron Jackson.
And here's Hardaway. On the take. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Oh, that's just classic Kawhi Leonard. The effort, the board, the points, all of it.
Left side, Tatum. There's a screen by Anthony. The drive by Tatum. Antetokounmpo for 3. Drains the triple. He's got 18.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Wembanyama. James outside. 5 to shoot. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Okay, wow. Oh, man, LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big...
Outside Johnson. Here's the three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Hardaway. Antetokounmpo inside. Pulls up, high post. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
An unreal box score for him.
2 minutes remaining.
Wembanyama screen. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Now here's Irving. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game.
Even though it didn't go down, he'll take that shot every time.
And slam dunk by James.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Got a piece of it. In transition, here they come. Here's Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's good on the second. 56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Olajuwon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, man, the defender bites on the up fake, giving him a clear line to the basket.
Hey, when it works, that move is just too pretty. Now here's Johnson. He's got 14.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Olajuwon. And it's all from three-point range.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Inside, Worthy. Here's Duncan. Johnson inside. Second shot opportunity. It's deflected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Number 20, Gary Payton.
Anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And so it's Louisville holding a 4-point lead at quarter's end. We hear teams talk about one. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from Louisville, what do you guys think?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Pass to Payton. Here's Gervin. And the shot's good. Gervin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Olajuwon. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Worthy. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Garnett. And he drops it in from the low post. Garnett got 15 points.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Here's Payton, and the shot goes down. And Louisville leads by 3.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Curry's shot is off.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Now here's Payton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Gervin. Shot clock at 5. So it's the home team now. It's a 3-point game. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
You know, Richard, one thing you notice about Victor Wembanyama, he is even-keeled.
Yeah, you don't see him yell. You don't see him criticize. He works on building that team chemistry. I respected players like that, the calm leadership type.
Oh, stolen by Payton. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility, so bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you, Brian.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Cooper. The 3-ball. Pure from 3-point range.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Kidd. Tipped. Pass to Olajuwon. Now here's Paul. Here's Garnett. Outside Paul. Clock at 6. Deflects the pass. Fires from way outside. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Kidd with the bucket. Kidd's gotten his second bucket.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Cooper. Here's Olajuwon. Outside Carter. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
3-pointer, no good. Louisville leading. Pass to Artest. Here's Duncan, covered by Jokic. Here's Kidd. And the layup is good off the glass. Kidd's got 5 points in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Cooper. Now Carter. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. The rebound by Duncan.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
A nice shot by Artest.
Most of the time, if you give him that much room, oh, yeah, that's going to be the result.
Pass to Jokic. Will it go? Can't get it. Now 3 of 4.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Duncan, covered by Jokic. And that one is hammered home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A big group substitution here for Louisville. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
They get it back. Pass to Kidd. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. And Louisville leads by 9.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And here's Anthony. A minute 50 left in the first half. Oh, Leonard with the block.
You can never forget about Kawhi. If you do, he'll turn a gimme into a rejection.
Oh, George with a steal. Here's Kidd. Pass to Leonard. Here's Kidd. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Substitution on the court.
Anthony with it. He's got 11. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fader on the way. And the basket is good. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points in the game.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Now a seasoned veteran in the league, Curry continues to be efficient, especially when it comes to shooting.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Out to James. The three is up. The triple, LeBron James.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Pass to Anthony. The kick out, Curry. George with a steal. It's stolen by Irving. Now here's Antetokounmpo. The shot won't fall. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Louisville on top, opening up a huge gap. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Kidd. No luck on that one. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Robinson. Here's Havlicek. Yet to see a basket. Lets it go. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Until they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Curry takes it in. Snatched away. To the wing, right side. Left side, Payton. Out left to the wing. Takes the three. Counted from distance. Artest has got his second basket of the night. On the attack, Curry. Curry at the rim.
That's where Curry will cross you up. If you play him to shoot, he just drives it.
Here's Payton. Anthony grabs the board.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Got to respect that hustle.
Gervin with the bucket.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Outside Curry. And there's the drive. Good D by Payton.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Worthy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Louisville needs to get a shot off. Fades back. Another one falls for Louisville.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Here's Curry. All the way to the rim. Curry.
And he's doing everything he can off it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, so physical and quick in transition. I mean, who would you rather have in the open court?
They set the pick. Here's Payton. Count the basket. Payton's gotten 4 this quarter. When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Antetokounmpo up top. Anthony outside. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Offline with a 3. And here's Payton. Still no points. Pass to Worthy. Launches it from deep. The offensive rebound. 4-3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
There's a screen by Anthony. Curry looking it over. Payton with a steal. Pass to Duncan. Here's Gervin. Pulls it from the top of the key. Tatum pulls it in. Down low. Knocked away. Here's Worthy. He's got 14. Driving to the basket. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Now here's Williams. And counted from 12 feet.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Pass to Pierce. To the right side. And then Davis punches it home!
I'm sorry, it's just so much fun watching AD play that way with that type of power around the rim.
Back to Richardson. Outside, Williams. 6 to shoot. And the layup is good. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Drives to the hoop. Pass to Havlicek. Hits the trifecta.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Bird. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And Louisville has possession. Up top, Robinson. Going inside. Pass to Havlicek. Davis, a screen. With the teardrop. Oh, nice shot by Havlicek. Here's Richardson. 1:07 left in the third quarter here. Here's Bird. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Here's Kidd. Left side, Davis. Pass to Kidd. And the three off target.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Bird, that's good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. From deep. It's hauled in by Robinson. Here's Pierce. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Pass to Havlicek. Richardson for three. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Louisville up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. It hasn't taken them 2 minutes. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Well, Richard, you would know something about this. Is the wing position the most important in the NBA right now?
I would say once we got to the point forward position of the Scottie Pippens, of the Penny Hardaways, it became the most important position in the NBA, and it still stands true.
5 on the clock. Here's Gervin. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. To the middle. Richardson, no good. Here's Payton. And he drains the quick shot.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Knocks down the long J.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Here's Worthy. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Bird, that's good. Now Payton. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Here's Bird. Pass to Richardson. Here's Bird. It's hauled in by Robinson. It's stolen by Irving. And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that. Because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
Pass to Artest. Now here's Robinson. Antetokounmpo covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Worthy.
Yes! Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Anthony with it. Uncovered. That one goes in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Duncan. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. It's Anthony on the take.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, everybody in the building was waiting for it.
Screen by James. Launches it. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
When LeBron decides it's his time, good luck slowing him down.
George over to help. Right side, Irving. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Outside Tatum. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Pass to James. The layup misses. Puts up a 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
Good job by Tatum to exploit the space just outside the arc.
And here's Johnson. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Here's Anthony. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Louisville.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
Johnson. The bucket is good!
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Anthony outside. Here's Curry. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on LeBron James.
Personal foul.
This just demonstrates how fearless Curry is. Look, he knows how to get inside and draw plenty of fouls.
And he sinks the second. Richard, the league taking some steps to prevent flopping. What's the criteria for what crosses the line?
It's called STEM. It's an acronym for secondary, theatrical, exaggerated movements. Yes, that's a real term. It's kind of a limited definition, and it basically says, don't be an idiot.
4 on the clock. Leonard! Johnson outside. Here's Leonard. Here's the teardrop. And that's in.
Oh, how about the floater from Kawhi? Nice touch.
The home team calls timeout. Here's a pass to Tatum. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Now Leonard. And it's in there. 1:43 left in the fourth. Anthony outside. On the wing, Tatum. Here's Anthony. Tosses it up. Wembanyama there for the rebound.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Cardinals.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so James will bring it up to the Cardinals. Here's Leonard. From 13 feet. And he buries the jumper.
Yeah, Kawhi, a master of the mid-range. For most, it's not efficient, but for him, it's cash money.
James.
Oh!
Wow.
That was
finish right there.
What a finish.
Wow.
Okay, was anybody expecting that? I know I wasn't.
I wasn't either. He may have even surprised himself with it.
Rehearse stuff like that.
And so it's Louisville winning this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up.